Boom, boom. This is Kendra, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. A little bit of Soul Reloaded up today. So we got some stuff going on. Good stuff going on. Second, I can see what's in the mail. Just, so be saying, oh, my hunting beast was attacked. That's horrible. Oh, can't win them all. Yeah, I had an ultimate up, so it's not surprising. All right, so what do we got? Well, we've got a couple of events rolling out inside of the weekly time-limited events. Now here, you definitely want to participate in this, of course, as always, because you see that little right there? Yeah, that's the Beastie Boy that we're trying to hunt. That's one of the most hard-to-obtain mats throughout the game, and it's Phoenix Divine Blood. Now, we will be able to acquire that. If you want to pay for it, you can get a bunch more of it, of course. So I also got the spider. But if you want to get that, take a look at the time-limited sale. There are 15 of them here, as well as the Spirit Source, as well as the Divided Dynamical Core, and then a bunch of stuff that you, of course, want. This is just, anything for your soul bones. I mean, this, that's, this pretty much extended soul bones and soul bones is what you can get out of this. So it's a very good event. A lot of stuff. Also, if you're looking for these, but I've got a bunch of these myself. So, but I'll probably snatch them up since I do have the diamonds for it. Now we got a chest event. If you could do 150 times, that's 60. Okay, but now now this is a single chest. This is not a times 10 pull. This is one chest, one pull. So basically, you're gonna have to have a lot, and you're gonna have to but you can purchase these. Okay. So that's what that you want to spend the diamonds on them to see if you can purchase that many to get up to 150 pulls. So I would have to purchase roughly 100 of the pulls. So it can get into a little bit of a case, but you definitely want to pull on it if you can. I mean, the rewards are pretty good. Okay, and then you just keep pumping diamonds into it to get as far as you can if you're lacking some of the Spirit Source, and of course. Able to obtain 60 of these would be great. That would be one, and I might end up doing that. I'm gonna have to take a stock on what I've got. I do have a little bit of excess of diamonds, so it might be something I'm lookout. And then we've got the extended chest. This is a time 2 pull. Really, this is not. I've never really been big into this one simply because of the fact that the reward at the end is really, not that great. But it is only times 10 pull, and it's only 10 times. So as long as you got 100 of the keys, you could wait it out and get them. As you can see, I have 85. That's not quite enough to get to the full pull. So I'll probably just pass on this for right now, and wait until the next event comes up. By that time, I will of course have amassed enough to do 100. So just keep that in mind. Everything else is pretty much normal. So they've got just one event under here, which is for soul bones, extended soul bones, regular soul bones. So as always, this is an event that you want to take part in. This is the time to go, hog wild, get all the mats that you need, and some of those mats that you can't get, you can only get a handful of at a time. This is a chance to get quite a bit of them. So we're gonna have to take a look at that. But I might, I might decide to go ahead and do that chest to get that Phoenix Divine Blood. Now the other event they have up is Master Forge. Okay, the Master Forge is an excellent event. I always like it when they come up with it. It's hit or miss for me. I mean, it's really based on luck. I mean, if you want to get down to it. So the login, of course, is just the materials that you need to run the forge. They got a time limited events where you can spend a little bit of money. Okay, and then you start getting into the stuff. So as you can see, I've already managed to pull 12 of these. So I've been having really good luck since this is only the first day of the event. And I've already got 12 of the Iron Core Source. This is the Ice Core Iron is what you want. This is the thing, but you only get it occasionally if you look at the Master Forge. You can see it's a low priority rate, but it does drop. You just have to draw a lot. So tap on these. We'll tell you where to go. Okay, Arena, Grandmaster Match, Water, Sea God Island, Charcoal, inside of the Slaughter City Tower. So you want to be focusing this. This might be the time that you want to focus on doing a little bit in the Sea God Island if you haven't been, to get a little bit more water. You want to reset your Slaughter City. just reset this, and you should have completed this. It's very easy to complete, all 450. Just reset it and run it. That'll give you the charcoal, and then complete inside of the Grandmaster match here, and that'll get you the wood. Okay, so this is the time when you want to max out each of those. I mean, I max them out pretty much on a daily basis anyway, so it's nothing new for me, although I don't normally reset the Slaughter City very often. I'll do it every now and then if I like the reward, but usually I just do the one swipe of it. I do a complete sweep of it on a daily basis, but in this case I will be resetting it each day of the event just to get some more charcoal so I can do more pulls. The more pulls you get, the more chances you are of getting the ice core that you want to get, because they really have some really good stuff in here. So as you can see, these, snatching this stuff up right here would be exceedingly nice. Look at this, rare, very rare mortal herbs, okay, and 1,000 diamonds. So it's if you're looking for the martial souls and for your mortal herbs, this is stuff that you might want to look at too. But also we've got SSS shards, bunch of them. This is 25 shards, okay, for 8. Okay, that's pretty good. So you can only pull it 4 times, but that's 100 shards. That's a chance to max up a divine skill big time, or if it's a character that you got. But you can do it 4 times, but you can continue. Okay, you can get another 20, a 15 pack down here, and then a 60. You could get a bunch of shards for Evil Eye or Shark. It's only for Evil Eye or Shark, so it's not, it's not having some of the new characters. So this is what we call the first chest for the SS characters. You got the second chest where they add more. They'll start adding, Ling Ling, Lao Gao. They'll start adding those in there as well. And then, of course, right here, which is interestingly enough, a top line shard for the SS pluses. This is the max chest. This has Wu, and Sigai Tang San, and Wu. Okay, interestingly enough, it does not have Wu in it, but it has Sigai Tang San in it. That's interesting. It's interesting. Okay, so this is not a standard chest. This is a custom chest that they've designed for this event. Yes, this is a custom chest. This is lacking some of the characters. Wu primarily. So if you were hoping to get Wu out of this chest, unfortunately that's not going to happen. But they do have Tang San, which is fortunate for me because Tang San is who I'm working on at this particular time. So that's interesting. But then they have this is the first Triple S weapon that they had out. Okay, shards to work on your SS pluses. So as you can see, these are prime chests. These chests have really good stuff in them. Okay, so you have to be exceedingly picky because you're not going to get a lot of the Iron Core source. Let's just be blunt about it, because these are exceedingly difficult. You can't get a whole bunch of them, but I've had pretty good luck. I've been hitting a bunch of stuff. For me, it's hit or miss. I mean, the last one that came out didn't do good at all. Had exceedingly low drop rate for those. I managed to get, I think, enough to get 1 or 2 of the chests. That's it. The one before that, I got like, I'm serious, I got like 18 or 20. And this, I'm on the pace for the same amount. And that gets you out 3 or 4 chests. And maybe even one of the high chests, and then get some of the lower ones after that. But you have to really be picky on what you want to choose, because you're not, you could actually purchase, you could purchase the thing where that it would increase the top up, would increase the rate. Okay, and it increases by 100%. Okay, so you're basically going to get this quite frequently if you do that, but of course you have to pay $15 for that. Since we're doing this from a free-to-play perspective, that's not something good. But even then, you just if you do this on a daily basis, you should have enough for about 20 to 30, between 30 to 40 pulls a day. If you really, really focus on it, I think you can get up to 50 pulls. So that's a lot of chances to get the actual ice core so that you can get the items. But that's what you want to do. But yeah, it's a really good event. I was really hoping that they would start throwing the actual Phoenix Blood in here. Is it in here? No, it's not in there. Let's check in the resource exchange. No, they haven't stuck it in here either. So it's not in there as well. So basically, this looks to be more along the lines of Martial Souls and for Soul Masters rather than Soulbone materials. So that's why it's not here. But I'm hoping that the next time they have a Master Forge event that contains the Soulbone materials, that they actually have some of the Phoenix Divine Blood in there. We haven't seen any increase in terms of Phoenix to Blood drop rates or anything as of yet. It hasn't been stuck in a store. I was hoping that they would stick it in a store because that's what they did with the Spirit Source. The Spirit Source, when it first came out, it was really difficult to get. It was inside of, and then it became a lot more prevalent. They put it inside of the Master Forge event, and it became something that you could get without having to pay money for. So they've rolled the Spirit Source out of that material, so it's no longer what I call, a high priority a resource. It's now just a medium level resource. You get it, you just got to look for it, but you can get enough of it to actually make it productive. The Phoenix Divine Blood, no. But the reason is because the Phoenix Divine Blood is an extremely important piece of equipment. If you look into your soul bones, this is what it does. It makes the triple S soul bones inside of the right here. So you need the Phoenix Divine Blood. I need 30 more, which is why I'm seriously considering going for that chest. I'm going to have to see how it impacts my diamonds, because I definitely want to go ahead and get that 60. That would allow me to bring up 2 pieces to triple S, okay, value, and that's an exceedingly big jump in because you see I'm at 9175. The last video we did, just I think was it yesterday or the day before yesterday? I was at 88. And as you can see, just in one day with 375. I also leveled up from 106. I'm now 107. As you can see, that just happened this morning. So that would be a huge jump. So I knew that they were going to be coming out with the Master Forge event sometime soon because they hadn't had one for quite some time. It had been like 3 or 4 weeks since they'd had one, and they usually try to drop one every 3 or 4 weeks. Every other event cycle, it seems they throw one out, which is really good because I do like the event, primarily because I've had good luck in it. But yeah, so be a little picky with that. But yeah, definitely want to fool with that. So do a lot of Grandmaster, do a lot of Sea God, and do a lot of Slaughter City. Okay, max those out. If you want to spend a little bit of diamonds to get extra pulls, you should do it, because that'll give you more of the materials that you need to do. There's no limit on how many forges you can pull on a day. You can pull as many forge attempts as you want as long as you got the materials for it. Okay, so it's not like you can only do 25. I've done 45, 50 a day. You had to spend some diamonds to get that many pulls because I had to run extra events inside of the Sea God and extra Grandmaster matches. And extra tickets in the Grandmaster match starts to cost diamonds after you use your initial. I think they give you 8 at the initial, or 6 at the initial. Then you have to purchase more after that. And it's the same with Slaughter City. To reset it, the first time it's 100. This is the last time that it's left, but I'm going to go ahead and do it. Ooh, I got some S plus shards there. So that's good. And from here, you just want to one-click sweep it, auto sweep it all, and it'll run through. And as you go through, you will intermittently see charcoal pop up, and that's you don't get a lot of it, which is why you have to sweep it quite frequently. Okay, but this is where you get there's a piece of charcoal right there. So there's another piece of charcoal. So yeah, you don't get a lot of it, but you are getting, the materials. You're getting the reward. You can just confirm through this, and it'll automatically finish the sweep. But then you've got the chests. I don't do these chests more than once, primarily because I've got bunches and bunches and bunches of rings. Okay, there's nothing in these chests that, as a new player, this might be something that you want to open them all. If you need to get the rings or the breakthrough or anything like that, you might want to do that. But I don't need them, so I don't see the waste of time. And as you can see, it'll go all the way up to the max, which is finished. Now you can't reset it anymore. There's no more. So reset it 3 times. That'll get you as much charcoal as you can. And then, of course, in the Seaguard, running stages in there will get you the water. Grandmaster will get you the wood. Okay, so that's how you do it. But you got to be a little bit picky on that. As always, focus on the Trial Beast ended today, so you should have beat the boss to get the actual thing. I did get lucky. I did not get any of the actual glowing leaf, so I couldn't focus on some of these nice materials, which I was looking to focus on. But I probably, so I just held off on this one since there's a Soulbone event up, and since they've got the Master Forge event up. There's really nothing in here that I need this particular time. I'll just wait until the next time it comes up, storing my coins and whatnot. And when it does, I'll snatch up a bunch of diamonds and maybe some Spirit Source. See, that's when you know Spirit Source is medium now, because it's available in other events that you can get your hands on it. So claiming all this and get some keys. You definitely want to do this for the assists. Okay. Choose what. I just one click and hunt. I'm going to jump right in here. Shadow Blitz is probably not going to be happy because I stole one of their slots, but they'll fight me and kill me. So and take my slot. Shadow Blitz seems to be they got Zero Wing and Deo are in there as well too. It's always I don't like to complete with Deo because Deo's a beast at 27 billion. Oh, excuse me, I had to take a drink there. My throat was a little dry. But yeah, I always have fun with Shadow Blitz. Shadow Blitz is the one we're always competing for inside of the race. We're at like 10. I think they're at like when it started out, they were a little bit ahead of us. Now we're a little bit ahead of them. So it rolls around. But yeah, so I'm not going to purchase the soul and invite to assist. Assist to friends. You want to do 5 of those. We get a note every now and then. It's just basically luck. And then, of course, inside the treasure pot, you want to be focusing on this right here. You want to be getting these chests because they can give you the Herb Divine Essence. This is what you want to get. This one's okay. It gives you an S rank, but I've got plenty of S Immortal Herbs, so that's not a big deal. So I just like to get to 400. Okay, and we should be able to because it won't be running until a day after tomorrow. And we try to get 10 is what we've been at. So hopefully we'll be able to stick in that. We're getting a little bit more prevalent. Snatch up the stamina here, so I could run some stages a little bit later. But yeah, so nothing in terms of new. So standard Master Forge event, some keys and whatnot. Just clearing out the Soul Beast invasion. I've already used up all my keys for today. As you can see, I got a bunch of chests to open up. I usually the chests get to 40 or 50, then I crack them out. 200k. I sold a bunch of dissolved a bunch of beast shards. I have several of my A+, several of my Bs and A+ have already been maxed out and upgraded. So anytime I get charged for them, you can dissolve those shards and get the currency, and then you can use the currency in the shop. That's how you get excessive mats. That's how you get a lot of rutilated quartz and various soulbone items. To actually, just by cashing those things in. Once you've maxed it out, there's no use holding on to the shard. Just go into the regenerate and go into the dissolve shards, and you can dissolve the shards. See, I've got a bunch of shards to dissolve that I'm going to be, but it gets me this. I'm not low on this right now, so I'm just holding it until I get there. But you can see, I dissolved a whole bunch of these this morning. I dissolved a whole bunch of the A's and B's. I keep keeping the S's. And the same, I don't dissolve these because I use these for absorption. So, but the spiritual, there was a huge one in here that I did. And also, dissolved a bunch of shards in there to get a bunch of shards for this. So go in there and use that when you've got a character upgraded and maxed out. There's no use holding on to those shards. Cash them in, dissolve them, and get currency for the shop. And then you can purchase what you need. Okay, because I purchased, sold all that stuff. Now I can go into the shop. And I can go to the actual Soulbone shop right here, and I've got 127,000, so I can now purchase a bunch of Soulbone essence or things like that. I can go to the metal shop. I have 67,000 in there now, so I can purchase a bunch of rutilated quartz right here. Okay, just by cashing that stuff in, you can get a bunch of actual, matte materials for the shops. 61,000 in the check-in shop, gold sew shop, tyrant shop. So it's 134. So this is the way that you want. You want to be able to max out, because you should be doing woo, and you should be running the shops. You run it shop in the morning, and then I run the shop in the evening. And it snatches up all of these material, So as you can see, get a bunch of shards and whatnot. In the morning, first one time you run it, you can get between 50 to 80 S shards. So if you do that on a daily basis, by the time they introduce a new character, and it goes right into the upgrade shop, so it's already in there, not in the chest, so it's not taking up the space in your chest. So that's where I put most of that at. Yeah, so it's pretty good. So, but this is a really good event. Master Forge is an excellent event, so definitely participate in that. Like I say, run Grandmaster, Sea God, and Slaughter to get as many as you can, and we'll see what we can come up with. All right, so thanks a lot for watching. Remember to subscribe. Once you subscribe, you'll see the bell. Click on it, get notified each time I drop a video. Also, remember to like and share, as that helps the channel as well. This is Kenrir, coming at you from the corner, signing out.